Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing to do is to do a formal check. Now, our point of intersection, notice, is the point where the two lines cross. At that point, this 4 comma negative 6 lies on both the blue line and the red line, doesn't it? So to do a formal check, we're going to use algebra to prove that it lies on both lines. So this is the answer. I'm not arguing that it's the answer. What we're doing now is checking if our answer is correct. So flip over, and it says, check your solution in both original equations. And it's important that we put it back into the original, because if we've made a mistake in rearranging it, it won't show up. So what is our solution? Well, looking back, our solution was 4, negative 6. So our solution is 4, negative 6. That's what we want to check. You want to check that x equals 4, y equals 6 works for both of these equations. The way we do it is by setting up a t-chart. So we're going to set up a t-chart underneath the first one. What we do is we put the left-hand side at the top of the t-chart and a right-hand side at the top of the t-chart. And what we're talking about is the right and left-hand side of this equation. That is the right or the left-hand side. This is the right-hand side. So the left-hand side is 2x plus y in the original equation. And the right-hand side is 2. So that was the original equation before I rearranged it. What we want to do is we want to check that this is true. That when x equals 4, y equals negative 6. The way we do that is we find all the places that has an x and we put a 4 in. We find all the places that have a y and we put negative 6 in. Then we do the work. 2 times 4 is 8. Positive times negative is negative. 8 subtract 6 is 2. Notice what we have. We have left-hand side equals right-hand side. That means something. That means, and 3 dots means therefore, that means 4 comma negative 6 lies on this line. That's what it means. The fact that the left-hand side equals the right-hand side means that this point that I'm checking lies on the line. Now that's great, but it doesn't make it the point of intersection. To be the point of intersection, it has to lie on both lines. So we come over here and we do a t-chart. We put the left-hand side. We put the right-hand side. Now remember, the left-hand side, what we're talking about is the left-hand side of this equation. So the left-hand side is y. And the right-hand side is negative 5 over 4x minus 1. Now, what am I checking? This is what I'm checking. I'm checking that when x equals 4, y equals negative 6. So instead of y, I'll put in negative 6, and I'll put in 4 for the x. So I get negative 6. Now, negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. Divided by 4 is negative 5. I get negative 6, negative 6. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. That's awesome! That means that the point 4 comma negative 6 lies on this line. And that's awesome. And because it lies on both lines, that means, therefore, 4 comma negative 6 lies on both lines and is, therefore, and is a point of intersection. And the only reason why I can say that is because it lies on this line, and I've proved it, and it lies on this line, and I've proved it. And that's what's called a formal check. And we're going to do lots of those.